Hello and welcome back to the Colorado Rockies franchise here on MLB The Show 21. In the last episode, we went through our first Major League draft and our first opportunity to grow our farm system and make it better, and we did about as good as you could possibly do, starting off with Rodney Stroud, who could be a great all-around player, Joseph Joy, potential to be a number one starter for us with elite velocity, doesn't walk a lot of batters. Followed that up by taking Ryan Rangel out of high school. He's a little bit of ways away from the majors, but throws with absolute insane velocity. Then Mark Giavacci, not going to overpower you with this stuff, but could be a nice starter for us. Luis Santana, who could be a great late inning reliever for us. And then Phil May, the steal of the draft, 20 years old, 6'5", big body, can hit, potentially could be a nice fielder as well. Then so far in the season, we are 12 games under 500, 18 games back from the Los Angeles Dodgers, who are off to an insane start. We have the third worst record in the NL and one of the worst records in all of baseball. This team has gotten off to a really slow start, and there are considerations about how do we make this team better for the future. Trevor Story hasn't got off to his typical start on the season, but he has been better on the road, which is very interesting, playing in Coors Field. Charlie Blackmon, on the other hand, is off to an incredible start with an OPS over 1. CJ Cron has been a nice addition on his minor league deal with 7 homers, 25 RBIs, OPS at 765, so not great, but has come up with some nice at-bats. Our pitching staff really been led by John Gray and German Marquez, as John Gray's been absolutely incredible, still hasn't lost a game this year. We're 15th in the majors in terms of runs, and it was time to consider what can we do now. This team isn't in a great position. What are we going to do to make this team better for the future? We strike out by far more than any other team in the majors. Our ERA is one of the worst in all of baseball. Like I said, John Gray and Marquez are our leaders there. Gray with an ERA in the 2s right now. He's been very good for us. And looking around for potential trade partners, the Tampa Bay Rays have one of the best farm systems in all of baseball, and they are 1.5 games back from the Yankees and leading the wild card right now. They have the need for a big bat, and we have one of those on this team. Like I said, Trevor Story not off to a great start. His OPS only around 700. But we would see what we were able to get from them. Shane Baz, he is only 20 years old, throws 97 miles per hour, has a nice slider, has been pretty good at AAA, or AA I should say. Xavier Edwards, one of their other good prospects, he's only 20 years old, good speed, could be potentially a good hitter, good against lefties, and some decent potential as a defensive player. He hasn't been great at AA though. And then one more player I was interested in is Berto Hernandez. He's 6'1", 20 years old, so another 20-year-old guy. A lot of young players in this trade. He also has some potential for positional flexibility, and he's a little bit far away from the majors, but has some good potential. And we would also throw in Brian Severin for just catcher depth for the Rays to get this deal done. And we would go ahead, trade away Trevor Story. So that's the end of his Colorado Rockies career. As we add the number 6, 7, 13 prospects according to Fangraphs from the Tampa Bay Rays. They have the best farm system in baseball, so two of those in Baz and Edwards are top 100 prospects. So we get a great deal there. We add Connor Joe to the Major League roster, and also would be releasing Ian Desmond, who won't be playing this year, to get our roster back down to 93. But with this trade, we increase our farm system, we make it better, and we traded Trevor Story before the trade deadline, before we really even got close. He is going to be a free agent after this year, so this allows us to get a little more value out of the trade to give him more time with the Tampa Bay Rays. They do have Wander Franco, but he has struggled so far in AAA, isn't quite ready to be a major league player yet. So that gives them an impact bat. He could also, if they want to re-sign him, he could stick at shortstop with Franco moving to third, or Story moving to third and Franco taking at shortstop. So we look at our depth chart now. Xavier Edwards is there. He could make an impact for us at second base or shortstop. Shane Baz could be a number one pitcher for us as well. And then we would also send down Yency Almonte, who struggled at the major league level so far. He'll be headed to AAA, and then add Derek Rodriguez to our 40-man roster and call him up to the majors as he will be moving into the starting rotation and making his first start as a Colorado Rocky today. He had a nice rookie season with the San Francisco Giants, sort of flamed out since then, but still pretty young at only 26 years old, so has the potential to maybe be a piece for us moving forward. And we'll get our first look at him at the major league level. You can see only appeared in 4 innings last year with an ERA over 13, and he would start off against Elvis Andrus, who flies this one deep to right center field. It'll be off the wall for extra bases. Garrett Hampson tracks it down and sends it in, but it'll be a leadoff double for Elvis Andrus, who was acquired in the offseason for Chris Davis. Now Jed Lowry up, and he sends this one deep to right field. Not the start you're looking for if you're Derek Rodriguez making your return to the major leagues, as he gives up a 2-run shot to Jed Lowry, his 4th on the season, and an early 2-0 deficit for the Colorado Rockies. More hard contact as Garrett Hampson will go back, but it's a pretty easy routine fly ball for him as he gets to the warning track for the first out of the inning. Now Matt Chapman up, and that one gets away from Rodriguez, who plunks the third baseman, and it'll be 1 on now for Mitch Moreland. 0-1 count, nice 12-6 curveball on the corner, and then 1-2 count changeup gets Moreland swinging for the second out of the inning. Ramon Laureano up at the dish now, nice curveball or changeup up in the zone, then comes back with the 4-seam fastball on the edge of the plate for the final out of the inning. Jesus Luzardo is on the mound. He's made 11 starts so far, 5-2 with a 3.54 ERA. Brendan Rodgers will be leading off for us. His batting average still over 300, as he is now our new starting shortstop, replacing Trevor Story. Charlie Blackmon in the two-hole. He lifts this one to left field, going back to the wall, but the catch is made for the second out of the inning. As you can see, our new starting lineup: Brendan Rodgers at shortstop, Jonathan Daza in right field as Charlie Blackmon moves into the DH spot, and Ryan McMahon moves to second base, replacing Brendan Rodgers there. Here's Jonathan Daza though, nice hit there into left field, as he will round first base I should say, and will actually end up just staying at first. So 2 out for CJ Cron. Daza takes off and is thrown out. Nice throw there by Sean Murphy for the last out of the inning. So we go to the top of the second. Murphy up at the plate as he drives this one deep to center field, but it will be Hampson underneath it. He fires it back in as the runner will be forced to stick at first base. Now 2 outs in the inning. Elvis Andrus up, had the hit in the first inning leading off. Now this one gets down in left field, hops the wall for a ground rule double. That one gets out and probably saves a run. Little lucky there for the Colorado Rockies. Cutter inside gets the foul ball. Now 0-2 count, comes back with the 4-seamer for the final out of the inning, and the second strikeout on the day for Derek Rodriguez. CJ Cron up at the plate. He is out of the zone, called for the 4th ball, and CJ Cron will walk. Ryan McMahon up, and he goes down swinging on the 97-mile-an-hour fastball up in the zone. Luzardo's second strikeout. Elias Diaz hits this one into right field, and that will be caught as Cron will retreat back to first base. Josh Fuentes up now as he grounds this one softly to Lowry, who throws it to Andrus, and that will be the final out of the inning. We head to the third inning now with Matt Olson up. Nice 12-6 curveball there from Derek Rodriguez for the first out and his 4th strikeout. Now Matt Chapman up as this one goes to Brendan Rodgers at short and makes the play as he shows off some pretty nice range there, making his first start at shortstop this season with the trade of Trevor Story. Mitch Moreland up. This one's left up in the zone, and it gets down for extra bases as Moreland will round first base, and the throw from Tapia will come in, but it'll be a 2-out double for Mitch Moreland and maybe a start of something for the Athletics. But nope, 95 miles an hour outside in on the zone, and it is Derek Rodriguez getting out of the jam. Garrett Hampson up in the bottom of the third with 1 out. He drops this one down for a bunt. Murphy on, fires to first base, but too much speed for Garrett Hampson as he's on for the bunt single. Now Brendan Rodgers up, pitch out, and Murphy's throw is in time for the second out of the inning. Hampson has a lot of speed, but still couldn't beat the pitch out. Now we head to the top of the fourth with one man on and one out for Murphy. As he hits this one hard to center field, Hampson will go back, and this one will get down to the wall, and the runner will round third base. Brendan Rodgers' throw comes in off target as Diaz is there, but it'll be a RBI double for Sean Murphy. So man still on second. Now Elvis Andrews up, and one out. It'll be Hampson underneath it. He gets it and fires it back in quickly, and the runner will not be able to advance. Hit was too shallow, so 2 outs now for Derek Rodriguez with his pitch count approaching 70. This is hit to right field, and underneath it for the final out is Jonathan Daza, as now Charlie Blackmon up got out on his first at-bat of the day. Now works it back to 2-2, now to a full count, as a chance to get on base for the veteran right fielder, and the curveball out of the zone as Blackmon works back and takes the walk after being down 0-2. Jonathan Daza up, he hits this one hard into left field. It gets down off the wall, and that will be a run scored as Charlie Blackmon rounds third base, and an RBI triple for Jonathan Daza. 2 for 2 on the day so far. Nice start for him as he has his second triple on the season. CJ Cron works another full count, and he sends this one deep left center field, going back, and it is gone. The Rockies tie it, the 8th homer on the season for CJ Cron. 109 off the bat. It got out of here quickly and went 460 feet. Now Raimel Tapia, he saws this one off into left field. What a play by Kana in left field for the final out of the inning. Makes an outstanding full extension grab, and that probably saved a run there. Definitely saved extra bases. If he doesn't make that catch, it probably goes and rolls for a while. Derek Rodriguez, 71st pitch on the day, and that is gone as the Oakland Athletics retake the lead. The 8th homer on the season for Matt Olson, as they have their lead back 4-2-3 on one swing from Olson. Now Laureano up. He hits this one to McMahon. Nice sliding stop as he gets the final out on the inning. So Garrett Hampson will lead us off in the bottom of the 5th inning, as it is that one will get down. It eats up Kana in left field, but he does stop it and prevents any more damage there from Garrett Hampson. And that one, nice stop there by Mitch Moreland. Quick flip as Hampson will advance, but Rodgers is out at first base, as we almost had a single there on a sort of weird play. Sinker gets the edge of the zone, 1-2 count, and the curveball is absolutely nasty from Luzardo as he picks up his 5th strikeout. Now this one is hit back up the middle, as that will not be in time, and Hampson will head home. Daza goes to second. He's safe. Excellent base running there. A great utilization of our speed with Daza and Hampson to get a run and pick up an extra base for Daza. Now CJ Cron up. He sends this one to deep center field, and that one is gone. CJ Cron with his second on the day, 425 feet, and we have taken the lead. It is now 6-4 as the Colorado Rockies have their first lead on the day. Austin Gomber was sent to the bullpen with Derek Rodriguez taking his spot, as Gomber has really struggled so far, but he will get the appearance out of the bullpen here. His first batter he faces gets a leadoff single though. So now 2-2 count for Piscotti, as this one is hit to McMahon, who flips it to Rodgers, and the 4-6-3 double play gets the second out of the inning, and Austin Gomber erases the man on base. Now this one is hit hard to the wall, doesn't get out of here, but Tapia will get it back in, but it will be a 2-out double for the Athletics, as Gomber has another base runner aboard, another hit for Sean Murphy. Elvis Andrews walks now, so it'll be runners on first and second for Jed Lowry, who went yard in the first inning. Instead, he will pop this one up for Daza in right field for the final out, as we have a 2-run lead as we will head into the bottom of the 6th inning with Diaz, Fuentes, and Tapia up. Now into the 7th inning, as this one gets through the middle of the infield into center field to Hampson. So a 1-out single, and now Scott Oberg comes on. He's been okay so far this season, ERA under 4. This one though lifted to deep left center field. Tapia will go back, and that one will hop the wall. Once again, get a little bit lucky. That would have scored a run otherwise if it didn't get over the wall. Tapia coming on, and he will fire it in as they will test his arm, and they get him. Nice play at the plate as we keep our 2-run lead. Tapia with an excellent throw right on target to Diaz, who makes a quick tag and gets the final out of the inning. Jonathan Daza up once again, and he's got another hit as he is now 4 for 4 on the day, as this one is off Petit for a 2-out single. CJ Chrome up, he's 2 for 2, also has a walk, but an easy flip from Chapman to Lowry ends the 7th inning with no damage done. Scott Oberg still on the mound as he faces Sean Murphy with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Easy routine play for McMahon for the final out of the inning. So we will now head into the bottom of the 8th, still with a 2-run lead. Here is Diaz. He hits this one hard to left center field. That one's off the wall to the warning track, and he will have a 1-out double, as maybe we have something working in the bottom of the 8th. Right now, in terms of the NL, we do have the 2nd most doubles in all of baseball. A lot of that has to do with playing half of our games at Coors Field with such a big outfield, as Fuentes strikes out there. Tapia up once again, and this one gets past Lowry into the outfield. Diaz will round third base and head home as it gets past Laureano. So it'll be a triple now for Tapia. Just a misplay there from one of the better defensive outfielders in baseball. Garrett Hampson up, he's 2 for 3, but the check swing gets called. Just a bad attempt there. Oberg still on the mound in the top of the ninth. McMahon bobbles it, but not a lot of speed out of the box, so he still is able to make the throw to Chrome for the 1st out. Jed Lowry misses on the sinker and the check swing, now fouls off the 4-seam fastball, and comes back with the changeup inside and low for the 2nd out of the inning. Oberg's 24th pitch on the day is rolled softly right down the left field line, pretty much the entire way, just hugged it, and so that will be a 2-out double. We still have a 3-run lead though, as Matt Chapman is up, and he goes down swinging on the high heat at 96 miles per hour, as Derek Rodriguez gets the win in his first start as a Colorado Rocky. A good bit of offense from us today, as Jonathan Daza, CJ Chrome, and Garrett Hampson all came up big, and Elias Diaz as well did. We had 10 hits, 7 runs, as Derek Rodriguez picks up his first win. So we lose the next game though to the Oakland Athletics. Only 3 hits in this game, 2 for Brendan Rodgers though. Antonio Senzatella starts 7 innings, only 1 run allowed. Very nice outing from him. But for the final bit of this episode, we're going to head to our Double-A affiliate to see the first start for Shane Baz as a Colorado Rocky, or at least in the Colorado Rockies organization. Also get a look at Xavier Edwards and Heriberto Hernandez. Edwards will be leading off, playing shortstop, as he sends this one into left center field, gives it a nice drive, but the left fielder will be under it. So we move to the bottom of the first, 100 miles per hour out of the gate for Shane Baz. This one gets down as it will be a tough play, and the single is there on the bunt, as Shunk tried to make a play there but just could not quite get to it. Now Heriberto with a chance and throws out the runner, trying to steal, and now we move with 2 outs, 2-2 count, hit softly to second base, and that will be the final out of the inning. So outside of the single, which was perfectly placed, no more damage done. Into the 2nd inning with 2 outs, as Hernandez gets this one to fall in right center field for his first hit of the day. No more damage done as Shane Baz is on the mound, and he gets it with a nice 95 mile per hour 2-seam fastball for his first strikeout. Now 99 up in the zone as he gets Henderson looking for his 2nd strikeout. So Xavier Edwards up for the second time. He hits this one hard once again, as it will not get down. Nice play once again by the left fielder. Edwards putting a drive into his first 2 at-bats, but just not quite enough. 82-mile-per-hour curveball for Boz as he gets the first out. Really showing off a nice 5-pitch mix today as he comes back with the curveball for another strikeout, as that will end the 3rd inning. Harry Berto up as there are 2 on with 2 outs, but hits it softly to the second baseman for the final out of the 4th inning. Boz up in the bottom of the 4th, full count, 1 out, and he gets the high pop up into right field as there's Veen, who was our #1 prospect entering this season. Not sure where you would slate him in compared to Boz though and Xavier Edwards. Tough play as the left fielder can't get to it in time for the out, but does stop it. So to be 2 outs with 1 on, and Jan is up at the dish. High pop up though as Veen is on once again. This one is the final out of the bottom of the 4th inning. So nice job from Boz so far, as this one though gets down into left field, as that one will roll all the way up to the wall, and it will be a lead-off double for the Bay Sox as the throw almost got there in time. So 0-1 count, 99 just out of the zone, but gets the called strike. So 1-2 count down in the zone, 98 miles per hour. Shane Boz showing off absolute flamethrower right now. This one is popped. The first baseman can't make the play, as this one will get into right field. Veen fires it in, but it will be a 1-out double and a run will score. So the first run allowed for Boz, who comes back with 99 up in the zone for his 5th strikeout. Now this one is popped up into right field. Veen will be underneath it though for the final out, and that would end the day for Shane Boz. Showed off some very nice stuff. 5-pitch mix, had a little bit of trouble at times with his control, but that's to be expected. He still is young and still is a little bit a ways away from the major leagues. So in the top of the 9th, Xavier Edwards up with a chance to give us the lead here. Instead, it is popped out, and the final out will be made at second base. Guess the guy at second thought it would go a little bit deeper than it did. So the Bowie Bay Sox do win this game, as Shane Boz does not get the victory. Had a very nice outing though, I would say. 5 strikeouts in 5 innings, 4 hits, and only walked 1 batter. So we're going to go through a little bit more as we win 8-4 this time against the Oakland Athletics. Homers from Fuentes, Adams, and Rogers, as Kyle Freeland was on the mound. A victory for Chichi Gonzalez there. So now we sit at 25-35, 17.5 games back from the Los Angeles Dodgers, who are still off to an incredible start, 11.5 games up from the Padres in second place. They are just off to a blistering start, and can't say the same for us. We're 10 games under 500. Hope you did enjoy today's episode. Sad to see Trevor Story's career end with the Colorado Rockies, but I think it is best for our future. I didn't see us re-signing him, and I think getting 3 prospects is better than getting 1 draft pick. And I think we got probably about as good of a trade as we possibly could have gotten, with 2 top 100 prospects, an interesting catcher prospect as well. But if you did enjoy, please leave a like down below, comment your thoughts on the trade down below, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more of the Colorado Rockies franchise. I'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your day.